Hi, it's Angie with News OK. I'm here with Sherrel Jones, who is our passion for food columnist in the Oklahoman. And today we're making oven fries.
Oven fries, yes. Well, there are actually two kinds of potatoes that you can use for oven fries. Well, probably more than that if you count all the varieties of potatoes that are out there. But I like to use sweet potatoes, and I love to use just the big regular baking potatoes, and they turn out really well. The sweet potato I always peel, and then the regular potato I leave the skin on because it's extra fiber and nutrients, so it's great. I just scrub it really well with a brush under running water, and so that takes care of it.
So yeah, the technique in cutting.
Yes, I would first cut the potato in half because that gives you something to makes it easier to cut than if you're trying to wobble around on this great big thing. And we're just going to make sort of giant fries or oven fries, and these potatoes are fantastic for people that are watching their fat intake.
Sweet potatoes.
Oh yeah. And these have a lot of nutrients, great for the eyes, beta carotene and all of that. So you can just sort of get extra nutrients and still enjoy your French fries, which I love that way.
True.
So
that is true.
A lot of fun.
And you just put ketchup on the sweet potato fries, and they still taste good.
Well, I wouldn't really use ketchup. You could use ranch dressing, but I'll tell you, if you season these right, you don't even want anything on them. They're so good. I like to put just bathe them in a little olive oil. I put the sweet potato in a plastic bag and just put a little slosh of olive oil in there and some fresh rosemary, which is really nice.
There you go.
And then all you need is a little bit of sea salt. The coarse kosher salt works fine for that. And so you get this fry that's sort of like this. And then the other one that we do the other potato just the same. Now this you could do just like a traditional fry. You could just put a little salt on it, and I'll show you my technique for simplifying all of this. Now, first of all, when you cut the potato, notice that the surface of it gets very wet. So I like to blot it on paper toweling, and what I do when I'm making several of these, obviously, I just lay out the paper toweling. And then I put another paper towel on top of the potatoes. I just lay them out like this. And the reason I want to blot them dry is because I'm going to oil the surface. So I want the oil to stay on the potato, obviously. So that's why I do it that way. And then what I do is just take some foil like this. Now, if you were using olive oil, you'd simply put maybe a couple of teaspoons on here and rub it all over the surface.
But having the foil definitely helps keep
it's easy cleanup.
Exactly.
Yeah, all you can do is put the cookie sheet back in the
nice.
You don't have to wash it, and besides, these take up a lot of room in the sink.
Very true.
But to save calories, we're going to use the cooking spray to make ours. And so I just spray the surface, and you could do this with olive oil, but then, and this also saves time, we're going to use, this is for people that are on salt-restricted diets. I like to use something like a Mrs. Dash or Spike, and we might use a little bit of both, or you could use just fresh herbs, parsley, rosemary, oregano, and all that. Oh yeah, just great. And then the cool thing about this is you can lay them down. They're getting seasoned on that bottom side, and which is just great. And so we might turn this just a little bit so they can see it.
So the question is then, do you flip them over right now?
You can, or you can flip them over halfway through if you want them a little more crisp. I like to just leave them like this, and I'll show you we're going to season both sides really easily because we'll do another spray and sprinkle on this other side. Now, sometimes the sweet potatoes take a little longer than the other fries, so we'll just take our cooking spray,
look at that.
Coat the surface again.
And
this makes it really easy. And then we take the Mrs. Dash. We're going to use that.
That way you don't have to try to flip them and get
and if I were just doing these for, now I just combined the sweet potatoes and the regular white potatoes, and you might want to keep the trays separate if you were doing some. They make a fantastic appetizer for a party.
Oh, that's true.
And you could serve it with a little bit of your favorite ranch dressing. Now, that might not be so low calorie, but it works really great.
Oh,
so,
that looks
anyway,
good.
these are ready to go in the oven.
And how long do they go in the oven?
20, 25 minutes, and be sure and put them on the top shelf. Now, a few minutes ago, I just took a tray out.
There you go.
So that would kind of save us time. And see,
that looks so good.
Be luscious with ketchup or without. You don't even need it. And
that's true because of all that seasoning.
Oh, yeah. And so it's perfect. And the French fries the same.
Or what's the temperature for the oven?
400 degrees. Okay. And I put them on the top shelf because it's warmer in the top of the oven always. If you bake many cookies, you find that out pretty quickly.
Well, this looks fabulous.
Oh, yeah, these are great.
Yes, definitely. Very good appetizers and great, obiously, with your traditional hamburger meal.
Oh, yeah. I call these the unfries.
There we go.
Or the UN fries, because it's all the countries.
That's true. That's true. Well, thank you so much. For more on Sherrel's Passion for Food column, just check out the Oklahoman in the food section. You can find her recipe. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Angie.